All right, so this Subaru we're working on, 13 Legacy, just had a battery changed, and customers complaining about a high idle speed after a battery change. We're just gonna see if we can reset it. That's all we're doing here on this car. Go into my engine. Let's start it first, listen to it. Oh yeah, 1800 RPM idle speed. Of course, it's giving me a no calm with the scanner. Idle speed just came down. I didn't even do anything. I'm not able to connect to the car, and idle speed was at 1800, and now we're sitting at 800. Let me shut it off. Wait 5 seconds. We might not be doing anything here. Oh, there's the high idle again. This is just a relearn. If they drive this, it'll fix it. Yes, 13 Subaru engine. Idle came down on its own here, but let's just see what we have under our functional tests. Idle speed control. Is this a reset? No, those are just values. I'm gonna shut it back off. Watch the tach here, Caleb, right here. Yeah, it's just, this idle, it almost stalled right there. Let me shut it off and wait 5 seconds. It had like an 1800, 1900 RPM idle speed when we started. Almost stalled there, did stall there. What needs to be done with this is the throttle body needs to be cleaned. I don't have a way on the scan tool to do anything with this idle speed, but what we can look at is our throttle. See what we have here. Yeah, we're at like 17%. That's high. Yeah, the longer they drive this, the more that's gonna fix it. But that almost stall that we had, I'd like to see typically under 10% on the throttle angle with the car idling. I do have the air on. Let me turn the air off. So we're almost 17% still with the air off. Yeah, we're just gonna do a quick throttle body cleaning on this, see what that number looks like after. I don't have an idle learn procedure that I'm seeing on this car. Let's just see if the troubleshooter can help us. No. Nope. Nope. No help there. Yeah. So, all right, let's clean it. You guys run into situations like this where you didn't have an idle problem before the battery died, or you have a battery replacement. Now you have an idle problem, whether it be high, low, whatever. Absolutely, your first order of business is to look at the throttle body and see how dirty it is, clean it. Let me see if I can open it. Yeah, throttle is not gonna react. I'm opening and closing the throttle. Throttle angle, opening 13%. So gas pedals to the floor, no change. Some of these though, when you put it in gear, I'll just put it in reverse. Yeah, slight movement, let's see, drive. It's not letting me open it. Some of these you can put it in gear and then open the throttle manually, like with your foot on the gas pedal, and then it will react by opening the throttle, and this one is not being nice to me. It's not letting me open the throttle. I have no other way to do it other than to manually do it, which is a little bit of a concern for me. It's a little bit of a concern because I don't like to actuate these motors by hand. The plastic gearing that's inside of these, I have the key off, I'm disconnecting this. The plastic gearing that's inside, when you force these open manually, you can cause problems, but I don't really have much of a choice. So I'm gonna do it. Let's see if I can open it and then show you. The lower part of that really shows how badly, can you see it? All right, that's before. I don't really like doing what I'm doing. But when I don't have an option of cleaning it with a computer, I gotta do something. This one was real bad. You notice I have the electrical connection unplugged. I have the key off. You don't want to get your fingers in here with the electrical connections plugged in. It's going to need more. Let me get the screwdriver back in there. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Throttle angle, that's the one we're looking at, 16% right now. I want to see that come down. I got my air on too. Yeah, come on down, baby. 15, turn the air off. 14.5, let's let this stabilize though first. We were like 17 when we started. I'd like to see that a little bit lower than that. Typically, I like to be around 10%. $14.1. I think I'm gonna pull it and clean it one more time up top a little bit more. Let's see if we have a high idle on a start. Ah, it's much better. Yeah, we're down to 14. All right, a little bit more. So as far as throttle controls go, how these things operate, what you're looking for when it comes to idle speed controls, whether or not you have an old style idle air control device or a newer style drive-by-wire throttle body or electronic throttle body, it's all the same as far as identifying restricted, dirty throttle bodies. As far as the warnings go with the throttle body that I mentioned and the plastic gears that are inside of here, just be careful. When you push them open, do it gently. I've never hurt one manually pushing them open. I have heard of people doing it. It was probably on the earliest GMs that it would happen. When you push them open by hand, it would strip the gear. I've never done it. Just warning you of what I hear. Throttle control. 13.7. All right, we'll take 13.7 down from 17. The computer has, when you study these systems, idle controls, the computer has ultimate control of the throttle plate. It can go from 0 to 100%. But the reason you start developing stalling issues, idling issues when the throttle plate gets dirty, the computer only allows around 20% correction for idle loads. It won't go above that. So once you start hitting that number near 20, you're kind of out of limit of control, and then you can develop idle problems. And when you disconnect the battery, it resets it to factory, and now we got this crap in there, and that's your stalling issue that we experienced. The high idle speed is related as well, but that's good. Let's turn the air on because I'm dying. Clearly I need it. That's with air on. I'm at 14.9. Idle speed looks good. Put this in gear. All right, nice and steady. I'm okay with those numbers climbing as you increase accessory load. So I'm in gear, air's on a little higher. Watch when I turn the steering wheel, right? You see that number come up too. Those are more idle loads. You turn the headlights on. Headlights are now on, high beams are on, turn the wipers on. And you see like each of those is an additional load. Back in park, headlights off, air off. You see those numbers reacting accordingly. 13.3 is the new number. So if you guys have any questions about idle speed controls, I got all kind of lessons on this. ScannerDanner Premium on my website. We got over 600 videos. All of the classes I recorded at Rosedale Technical College over a 19-year period of teaching. We have all of those there. So if you know anyone that wants to get into this part of the field, electrical troubleshooting, this is the foundation they need, and then they can build from there. Guys, it's 13 bucks a month. We have a shop package also that's available. It's $50 a month for up to 10 techs in your shop. We give you the ability to track them and their usage, as well as getting you on our shop directory, which is kind of a big deal. So we thank you guys for joining us. Hope you learned something. We'll put a playlist here for idle speed control issues on other cars that you guys can learn from right here on YouTube. Thanks guys, we'll see you next time.